Word.
Well, if, like me, you actually do like the odd beautiful person, and somebody who I personally found very beautiful is Hollywood actress Kelly McGillis. If you were watching a box over Christmas, you'll have seen 3 of her films on TV, including The Accused, Witness, and Top Gun. Hey, I thought I was having a few memory blocks then. We actually went to visit her because she has given up the glitz and glamour of life in Los Angeles and moved to the golden sands of Florida, and that's where the Word paid her a visit.
This is Key West, Florida, the most southerly point of the United States. It has a beautiful climate, over 1 million tourists a year, and its own local celebrity, Kelly McGillis. Kelly's seductive stare made her famous in a string of hit movies in the 80s, pulling in Harrison Ford, Tom Cruise, and blowing out the defense in The Accused. But now she's turned her gaze away from the bright lights of Hollywood and moved to this sleepy isle.
After having a baby, I didn't want to live in Los Angeles or New York, and I think that Key West offers my family and I what it is that we like to do, and that is dive and fish and sail and swim. And I really like the weather here, I have to say. After freezing for 10 years in New York, I really, really, really like the weather here.
And the barefoot beach lifestyle lets Kelly show off a personal secret.
This is a tattoo on my ankle. It's on my right ankle, as a matter of fact. It's a purple rose, and there's really no significance in this except that I wanted a tattoo. So I was staying in LA, and I woke up one morning and I said I'd like to get a tattoo, and I asked my friends where to go get one, and I picked the trashiest one I could find that didn't say Mom or have an anchor on it. So there you go.
Kelly's early days were spent in New York, and like many aspiring actresses, she landed her first job while working as a waitress. But her role on the teen movie Bachelor Party didn't go as planned.
It wasn't like the kind of movie that I wanted to do, but I thought, hey, what the hell, I'll get paid to act and not wait tables, you know, it'll be okay. And so I went out to LA and we shot a week, and then they knocked on my door one night and they told me that I wasn't sexy, I wasn't pretty, and I didn't have any talent. And I was just devastated. I was so devastated, I can't even tell you. It seemed like I didn't come out of my apartment for 2 weeks in New York. I just wouldn't leave my apartment. But you know what, in the long run, it really saved my career, because if I had done that movie, I wouldn't have been able to do Witness.
Witness was a critical hit, and Kelly's sultry role opposite the hunky Harrison Ford landed her the prize part in Top Gun. But her high-flying with Maverick did leave her with one pet-hate interview question.
What's it like to kiss Tom Cruise? I really hate that question. And you know what? Honestly, it's been so long ago I can't even remember.
So, during all those steamy love scenes, Kelly didn't feel a thing.
They become very technical, so they're really not personal at all.
But that wasn't the only cheating in the movie. Kelly is 4 inches taller than Tom and had to stoop during their scenes, leaving her with back pains. Her new movie, Babe, starring John Goodman, was a welcome relief.
It was great to work with somebody who's so much taller than me, because then I could actually wear shoes and act at the same time, which is a luxury that hardly ever happens.
And Kelly's long legs put her out of reach for other Tinseltown tinies.
I would love to work with Michael J. Fox, but I just don't know how, if anybody would buy that idea.
Kelly is now 34, the proud mother of a 2-year-old baby girl, and lives a quiet life. But doesn't she miss the glamour of being a movie star?
I didn't want to become an actress to be a movie star or to be famous. I wanted to act, and that's still what I want to do, is to act. I find that whole other thing about famousness very stressful and very scary.
And famousness makes for good gossip. Recently, her marriage to boat builder Fred Tillman aroused some speculation in the press.
They said something once, it's kind of silly, where I just married him so I could have a baby. And he kind of took it to heart, and he said, well, did you really just marry me so we could have children? I said, Fred, if I married you just to have children, I wouldn't have waited a year, and we'd already be divorced, okay?
Kelly is still making movies, but they're low-key and a long way from her blockbuster days. And she's glad about that.
I want to be able just to live my life and to putter around in my garden and sew stuff in my studio. And I mean, that's a full-time job, to be seen in all the right parties, to, you know, be wearing the right Gautier clothes. It's a hard job, but I'm not willing to do it.